Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome in my babies. If you're new here, hi, my name is Joshua. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today we're going to be watching / I'm going to be reacting to the DDG and Cinco situation is Unhinged by Ohmeezzy. Shout out to Ohmeezzy, period. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a like. Go ahead and give it a likey loo. Cause baby, Ohmeezzy, period. Ohmeezzy girl. He is making his rounds. I like him. He is like teaming up with some, I don't want to say small, but I guess some small. He's like teaming up and having some discussions with some small to moderately big. Cause YouTube is big, so I don't want to say small. He's teaming up with YouTubers. I'm gonna just say that. He's teaming up with fellow YouTubers and they're having like little sit down discussions and whatnot, girl. Shit. about the David situation. It's still crazy. He's not like arrested. Like no tea, no shade. They haven't like found his DNA or are they looking for him or something? And at the same time, I'm pretty sure maybe his lawyers like tell him not to say anything. But still, it's like the evidence is too much. What is too much? Whatever. I'm getting off. Oh yeah, I'm getting on. I'm getting off track. Anywho, they just recently talked about DDG and something else. It was somebody else he talked about along with DDG in that video. But yeah, child, anyways, let's go ahead and dive on in. No tea, no shade. I've already seen and heard what Jay and DDG had to say, girl. And it's a mess. It's a mess. See, I've been watching, not a lot, but I've been watching reactors react to this video and then react to DDG reacting to it, girl. At the end of the day, shout out to Cinco, cause he said you're not gonna disrespect me. There's no price. You're not putting up. What was it? There's no. You can't bribe me. Shit like that. So shout out to Jay. No tea, no shade. If you have common sense, self-respect, all that good shit, you are on Jay's side. Or at the same time, you don't necessarily care, but whatever. Girl, let's dive on in, shall we?
Cinco, after this, stop talking about me. That's not a threat, none of that. I'm just telling you from experience that continue to go with me and keep going back and forth with me, they never win.
I say, I'ma squabble you first, and then my bro want a bag fade off you. Yeah, like, that's how that's how we do it.
I done seen Cinco pull out guns for balloons popping, gang. Cinco is a real crash out. Y'all not listening. I done seen Cinco really.
Yeah, the balloon one, a balloon had popped. It was like for a pop the balloon. They had like girl, that was such a quick reaction, girl. That's PTS. That's pretty much PTSD, I think. Yeah, that's like pretty much PTSD or something. Like a balloon had popped and Jay was real. Oh bitch, he was real quick. Like he didn't pull it all the way out. They didn't like show it, but he was like, girl,
really put belt to ass on. Really use these and really use these.
And involving myself with you again, brother, energy-wise, I'm cool, gang. I'm on a whole nother.
Now this right here, DDG reacting to Cinco react to him. I didn't watch. I just
Another level mentally, brother. I'm not even trying to associate myself with you in any way.
And that's on period.
Last time I said this situation escalated, but now we're having conversations about Crips being brought into this, people jumping people, and even tools being drawn, pew-pews being drawn on people. Yeah, this whole DDG, J Cinco, Capaholic situation has totally gone off the handle. The last time we took a peek into the J Cinco DDG situation, we saw J Cinco really giving his true, honest opinions about the friendship or lack thereof, one that was presenting itself in the Capaholics group, causing him to leave and, you know.
Girl, I'm tired. He got those are lightsabers. He got okay, period. They look like I noticed, like, you know how you notice something but you don't really like pay attention to it. I think these are lightsabers. I think.
Disassociate with those guys.
It's not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying like speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, that made me feel like you don't even know me even more. Cause like, you knew me for, you know I don't give a f about that. Can't, like, you think you could call his name and disrespect to the max, and you think you could send a screenshot of some money and I'm supposed to kiss your, man, you out your mind, bro.
The new group that DDG started,
Period.
the Capaholics, featuring J Cinco, Deshae Frost, Dub, and some other casts and characters, was off to a rocky start, to say the least. I mean, honestly, it was going downhill before it even started. A streaming group that was supposed to take over the internet, like the Phases and the AMPs of the world, was already on its way to phasing itself out. You see what I did there. So after J Cinco gave his POV as to what happened, we finally got a real look into what DDG thought the reasons as to why the group broke up. For all the people who thought that this was any sort of fake content, any sort of scripted content, anything like that, I'm here to tell you, based off of what I just saw on these videos, this is real, and there's some real conversations to have about friendships, about business, about what it means to do content in 2025, whether some stuff is within bounds, some of this stuff isn't within bounds. There's a lot to unpack here. One of DDG's biggest issues with this whole J Cinco situation is how the situation was handled after Reggie and DDG pieced it up on Kai Cenat's previous Mafiathon. They sat down, they settled the beef, and they did a free.
And I'm so serious, I didn't catch it at first either. I didn't catch it at first because I was like, I think I was moving around. I think I was like in the bathroom while I was watching this, whatever. Yeah, I was watching this and I was like, oh shit, oh, what? They sitting beside each other? What they made up? What? And shit like that. But yeah, and like I didn't catch what Reggie said at first. Reggie is that's the Aries. That's the Aries. This nigga is brave and bold. And DDG didn't even catch it. He didn't even catch it at first. Well, yeah, he didn't catch it. Like pretty much off stream, he caught it. Girl.
Style, in which Reggie sent a subliminal shot to DDG that not a lot of people caught on to in the moment, but later on,
exactly,
it will reveal that he was actually taking sneak disses and jabs at him.
You's a motherfucking fraud, nigga mad cause he can't see his what? He can't see the shit that be shining in the sky. Think about it.
Exactly, think about it. Like, no tea, no shade. Even when he, like the first time, even though he said think about it, I also was distracted because both of them was like the beats, both of them was like rapping, both of them was like rapping off beat. Whatever. It was like this right here. Like, it was a little cringy. I'm gonna just be honest. This was a little cringy because they was like rapping off beats half of the time. I mean, good that they made up, but girl, never mind. Whatever, girl, bye. And he said, "Can't see the what? Can't see the that be shining in the stars, shining in the sky."
Is what? He can't see the shit that be shining in the sky.
Like, I'm so serious. I thought stars. I was like, stars.
Think about it.
Even after he said, "Think about it." And then that's when I really thought about it later on. And I was like, Halo. Because Halo, angels have halos. Angels are up in the sky. And yeah. Even though at the same time, I think maybe some angels can come from below too. Maybe, whatever.
Now, it seemed like Reggie seemingly sneak dissed him in that situation, and a lot of people were in on it, but DDG did not react in the moment, which caused his friends to think that he was soft, think that he was some sort of bitch, which then made DDG crash out because he didn't take this very lightly. He actually took this very seriously, that they were antagonizing him and thinking that this was something to be made light of.
First of all, the shit unprovoked. I didn't ask nobody to comment on what I'm doing on this damn stream, and they fucked my whole mojo up. I don't know if y'all noticed, but when I came back on the stream, I'm like, bro, these niggas just pissed me off. Fuck my whole, I couldn't even entertain like I wanted to, because I'm like, bro, y'all niggas is really nitpicking, bro.
Yeah, and I didn't heard it. Well, like I said, I already seen and heard it. Who do you think you are? They're your supposed friends. Who you think you is? You didn't ask them to say anything. Boy, bye.
Y'all don't know what's going on when niggas ain't on the camera. Everybody answered the FaceTime call but Cinco, right? So since Cinco ain't answered, this nigga texting though. This shit public embarrassment. Then he said some shit. This is what he said. Can y'all read that?
Text messages is crazy.
I would have said, fuck Reggie dead dad for niggas to be rap battling face to face 4 months later.
Text messages is crazy.
You was just working out with this nigga. This nigga's a fake. He's a...
And you know, I was confused. At first, I thought it was... I thought Cinco was saying if DDG would have caught on, he should have said, like, if it was Cinco in the situation, if he would have caught on, he would have said, F your deceased dad right back. He would have said something like that. That's what I thought it was. But then Cinco explained it, and I was confused. But now I get it, because I heard it again and how he was, and excuse me, because I watched Astro Dior and I watched Young Don, and Young Don, he had got it, and I was thinking, and I was like, you not confused? And then that's when I got it. I was like, oh, so Cinco, but the way Cinco typed it out, it hell no. So I'm like, oh, you mean, see, Cinco, I guess Cinco is like, see, now you wanted me to say F his deceased dad. See, now you wanted me to say F his deceased dad, all for y'all to be on Mafia-thon 3. That still sounds a little confusing. But I know, but I get it. I got it now. Like, basically, Cinco was like, he would have said F his deceased dad for no reason. Because that's some serious stuff. And now y'all all together, rapping together and dapping each other up. Like, I got it. I get it. Get it, got it, good. I got it now.
Fraud.
No Tino Chase. Boy, Cinco had confused the hell out of me. Well, and Astro.
Essentially, they clowned DDG for not doing anything in that moment. They felt as if DDG should have stood up for herself, blacked out on Reggie, crashed out on him, and kept giving their own 2 cents as to what they thought he should have did, because Reggie seemingly made light of the custody issues that DDG was having between Hallie and involving their son Halo.
Everybody in my group chat talking about some, why you ain't fight him? Why you ain't do this? All this to get in a rap battle? I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. What the fuck do y'all want me to do? Mind you, I'm talking to everybody, bro. Cinco was not singled out whatsoever. I'm like, what y'all want me to do, bro? Y'all want me to come in here and box on a 20-year-old, 21-year-old in front of all these nice establishments and look ghetto so you can say the Capaholics be standing on shit? Y'all niggas don't even know what the fuck is going on. Me and him squashing shit. What? Nigga, I can't fight nobody. Y'all.
Boy, bye. First of all, obviously fight him off camera, duh. Secondly, didn't you a few months ago, didn't you want to fight him? Didn't you say, I gotta beat you in something? We got a slap box. or something. And then he said he don't fight, he'll get his big cousin to fight for him.
I know why. I'm not finna sit here and get on the internet and box no 21-year-old. And then, nigga, it's a lose-lose if I was to do some shit like that. Then I'm a bully and this and that. And then a nigga like Cinco ain't gonna defend me.
As a street dude, I know exactly what DDG is referring to here. Now, I do think that he took the proper route in this situation. Getting into any sort of physical altercation with Reggie at this specific time when Kai Cenat is on a stream where there are millions of people that are ultimately gonna watch these different clips, more importantly, millions of sponsors that are gonna watch these certain type of clips, with the allegations and impending, if I'm not mistaken, legal battle that he has with his Asians and impending, if I'm not mistaken, legal battle that he has with his baby's mother about his son. I don't think that it would have been a smart thing to do. And I'm glad that he did not fall for the rage bait and the crash out there. But it does pose a bunch of different questions. When is it content? And when is it just straight up disrespect? There's a lot of times in which DDG has done some pretty questionable things that a lot of people would attribute as disrespect. Hell, that's one of J Cinco's chief complaints in this conversation, is that DDG is just a disrespectful dude, but brushes it off as this whole content motive and all this other stuff like that. There was a time that happened over the past weekend or at one of the brand risk fights that Aiden Ross hosts where Benda Don and DDG last weekend or at one of the brand risk fights that Aiden Ross hosts where Benda Don and DDG had their own sort of similar situation in which it seemed quite disrespectful for somebody who is supposed to be seen as a friend.
Hey man, you ain't gotta grab me like that though, bro. I'm just saying though, bro. Like I ain't trying to be funny, but bro, don't stop doing that, bro.
Do what?
Like why you coming over here grabbing me like that?
Cause you sitting down on my seat. I'm sitting
Okay,
here.
nigga, you say, hey,
I don't gotta
it's
say
my
it, but
seat.
you know I'm sitting here. What you
I
saying?
ain't gonna go back and forth with you.
I'm not
bro.
gonna go back and forth with you.
I'm telling you, I ain't going back and forth with you, bro.
So, can you please get up, brother?
You ask nicely. Don't
What did I
tap
just
my
say?
back.
Can you please get up, brother?
Don't tap my back, bro.
Didn't nobody say shit. I came over here and tapped your back.
I'm just letting you know, don't tap my back, bro.
Huh?
I guess he's trying to say you should have asked nicely the first time. However, you knew that was his seat. You knew that was.
Don't tap my back.
Bro, I'm not gonna do all this, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you know, bro.
You're not letting me know nothing, man. What are you talking about?
Now, I don't know about you guys, but
And Ben said that he didn't like grab something, like he didn't like grab him or whatever.
I wouldn't
Which I guess I guess like I believe him, but maybe to Ben, it was like he didn't do no harm. He didn't do that much. I kind of wish the camera would have been like pointed over there or whatever.
think that a seat being taken would cause somebody to act the way that Ben probably did. You know, in a normal situation, if this was your seat, you get up, I sit in your seat, you come over to me and you say, hey, that's my seat, or I recognize, hey, this is your seat, so I'm gonna get up from that. The only reason why I think that this action from Ben happened is because there's some pattern recognition with this group. You know, it's not that there's any respect for any morals, values, or anything like that. It's just about getting the content off. And it usually ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
So Cinco's pretty much just like, don't try to apologize this time because you didn't. So Cinco's pretty much just like, don't try to apologize this time because you done took it there. Like you've already overly disrespected me. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's what he's talking about, Chad. Y'all can fan base farm and try to hate farm X, Y, and Z. Either way it's wrong. Whether you on his side or his side, bro, it's wrong. It's about being right. If Cinco's wrong, I'd be like, bro, you wrong as hell. If Diddy wrong, I'm gonna tell him he wrong. That don't mean, I know in y'all mind, y'all wanna see niggas go at it and be mean. It ain't about that. It's about doing the right thing, gang.
Cinco is tired of the lack of accountability and all the enablers.
At the end of the day, it's all about respect.
Habitual line stepping.
And Cinco is also tired of the lack of respect.
and line crossing get away with. There's multiple situations in which things happen in this group. It gets brushed off. People are saying that it's just content, it's just trolling, you're my brother, this happens all the time, etc., etc., and nobody really checks anybody. Hell, there's even compilations of DDG and Dub pressing J Cinco or getting under J Cinco's skin, and seemingly everybody's okay with it because the camera's rolling or nobody's checking him because he's the one that puts food on the table.
Took it, you feel me? He could have went about it a different way.
Yeah, but I got 4 words though. Who gives a fuck?
I feel that.
You still don't go on there talking about.
No, 100. But that's what I'm saying.
On that track that music, nigga.
No, 100. That's what I'm saying. Nigga went about it.
Getting money, bro. You just went paddock on niggas, and you gonna go back to the Montclair?
Nigga, I ain't working a long time. You said this about some. Oh.
You gonna go back to the Montclair?
Oh Jesus, Daryl, and then the microphone, like the microphone is heavy, so it's pulling your shirt down, girl. Daryl, you look like you. That just looks casual. So what is Cinco wearing, boy? Hush.
Nigga, I ain't working a long time. You said this about some. Oh, I don't. The last time I was 5 months ago. When I'm supposed to put it on?
September in LA.
It don't matter.
75 degrees when you wake up, nigga. Why the fuck?
You got a hoodie on too.
Hoodie, but you got a bubble vest.
It's
So you tell me y'all arguing about who dressed better for YB?
He grabbed his ponytail and said, "Oh,
I lost." How the fuck would I pull my ponytail and say, "Oh, I lost"?
You pull your ponytail back."
No, nigga. Damn, I lost.
All right, let's bet 100 you ain't do it. Come on, bro. Come on, I don't want to do you like that, because I wouldn't have said
So then
it.
bet 1,000.
I wouldn't have said
So then
it.
bet 1,000.
What did you do then?
So bet 1,000.
I'm telling you, what did you do?
Can we bet 1,000?
What did you
We
do?
could bet 1,000 and play it back and just see.
No, but I'm saying, what did you do before we bet?
It's in 4K.
I know, I just want to...
Hey, Cinco, I think he's just trying to complete a joke, and I think you're trying to turn it into a profitable situation when it's not.
No.
But how come it's not a joke or it's not trolling when they do it back to you? And that group chat where they made fun of you as to how you handled the whole Reggie situation, why was that taken seriously if you are Mr. Jokester, Mr. Prankster? Now, to be fair,
Okay, I'm pretty sure he's about to say it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure DDG has been like really going through it. He wants to see his son. He wants to hold his son. And he wants to put his son on camera and this, that, and the third. So I'm pretty
fair, from my POV, I don't think that everything is a joke. I don't think it's always funny. I think that people, especially...
Okay, well, he didn't say it, but kind of, sort of, whatever.
People that you call your brothers and all this other stuff, we should have clear lines drawn, and they don't have to continuously be pressed, especially in the sense of bringing in family stuff. Like, I think that the way that they handle joking is just way too far for me. Now, I get it. It's the nature of doing content, and that doesn't mean that DDG is completely absolved of this, because while he can dish it, he can also take it. Hell, there's a mini compilation of Ben disrespecting him on the internet.
Raise your hand if you also never had a whole problem. No, put your shit down. You be having issues, fool.
You have a lot of issues, gang.
Why would you go
I'm not doing that
because he
bro.
chose him?
I can't help what I'm attracted to,
You do
bro. What
that
I
shit.
supposed to
Which
do?
one is it?
Me and him got the same type. What I supposed to do,
What's
bro?
on the yellow?
We don't. Yes, we do.
No, we don't, fool. You
Bro,
be hitting chopped hoes sometimes. Baddest one you got India. Other than that, your shit be chopped. And it's all good.
That's 100% not true, and that's a terrible clip for you.
This just creates an
Yeah, that's 5,000% not true. I'm pretty sure Ben, he looked very serious. So I'm guessing he was not joking, but I'm going to say Ben was joking. Because you are not going to stand there and call Ruby Rose and Halle Bailey ugly. And DDG's other exes. That's what you're not going to do, because you're lying, sir. You're lying to yourself.
Environment though where people can't take accountability for their own actions when they line step. They don't know when they've pressed somebody's buttons that shouldn't have been pressed, and they don't know when they've overstepped the boundaries. So it becomes hard to even take an apology or some sort of reaction to the situation seriously if we've created this type of nature. And DDG's response to what J Cinco's saying, Bendadon even calls out that, like, yo, he can't even take accountability for the action. He's looking to shift blame, whether it be for trolling, whether it be for content. He's just not gonna take the blame in the situation.
Nigga, I'm not finna leave the club. Bro, I seen niggas get stretched in LA, bro. You think I'm finna Because you're 40 minutes late. You want me to leave the section and come hold your hand and walk you to the section? You a grown-ass man. What are you
I don't
talking
think he
about?
understands what he's saying, but he's proving what Cinco's saying.
I had to call T.O. to come get me.
Exactly.
Nigga, you could have called my brother. You could call anybody. What are you talking about? Why are we talking about a club?
He's literally addressing.
Yeah, he's like not literally, whatever. They've already talked about this. Like, just he be jumping to conclusions. He don't let people finish. Whatever, something like that. Something like that. Just calm down, sir. Be patient.
One of Jay Cinco's chief complaints by admitting that he isn't going to like stick his neck out there for his friend, come and get him, etc., etc. Like, I think that's just the most insane thing in the world.
Niggas fight all the time. This is what we do. I don't do that. Like, I might come on here and I might be childish. I might motherfucking play around, troll niggas and shit like that. But at the end of the day, I would never try to fuck up somebody PR or if somebody fucking face card over a petty ass little beef, right?
This is such a big deal and something that I've always wanted to ask content creators and streamers and other people like that. Probably something that I'll have to phone a friend who's bigger in the industry and just ask them, how do you know when there is a boundary that you have crossed, and how do you know that you're making your friend feel uncomfortable in this game? I think one of the bigger issues in this whole Capaholic situation is that, you know, Jay Cinco didn't even feel comfortable being who he was because of the people that he was around and the levels of disrespect that they normally and routinely dish out on a day-to-day basis. Especially because he's a young man trying to live his life on the internet and grow up on there. He can't do normal things, not only because it'll be subjected to the scrutiny of the internet, but also because he's associated with people who don't know if this is a boundary, that is a boundary, or if there are even boundaries at all. These are people who will always cross the limits. DDG even brings it up. It's one of the main reasons why he's not in the house is because now he has a girlfriend.
If Cinco was single, we probably would have. He'll be in that room next door. That's just what it is. It's understandable. Like, I get it. I know that, bro. It's okay. But don't sit here and try to hate farm me and say I'm the reason you're not in the house.
Now, you could take that clip a plethora of ways, but the way that I interpret it based off of all the information that I gathered is that Cinco is probably with Lala Batiste, which is perfectly fine and dandy.
Yes.
But what I've noticed from this group and the way that they talk to each other, especially those that are associated with women and stuff, is that they just don't have boundaries. It's as simple as that. No way I would feel comfortable bringing my significant other around you guys, because it seems like we don't know when to have real conversations, not have real conversations, what is content and what is not content. How can I bring my girl into this household, somebody who's probably not even in the content sphere, or even if she is in the content sphere, we have a relationship that we're trying to cultivate and grow, when you and some of my other homeboys in this situation are always ragging on me, always bagging on me? Now, does that...
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to be embarrassed in front of her and whatever. But then again, that happened in Rome. That happened while they was in Rome. But it was something light. Talk about he looked like Lord Farquhar from Shrek. Girl. But that was a little funny. But yeah, and I said this before. I said it's pretty much a good thing that Cinco is not in there, because I'm pretty sure he would have invited Lala, and or Lala would have wanted to come over, and just, yeah, it's giving ghetto. It's giving the ghetto, girl. Ooh, the ghetto. Lord have mercy, girl. Deshae running around in a doggone Batman outfit, girl. You don't know when or who gonna bust in the room. Like, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't even been watching them. I haven't really been watching them. Like, I know Deshae got Mel and Brooklyn on his stream, and that's pretty much it. But from the looks of it, they all like kind of in their room or whatever. But it's still just girl, just
mean that I'm okay
the ghetto
with the way that Jay Cinco went about all these situations? Absolutely not. And DDG also kind of alludes to that being the thing, is that he's tired of all this being on the internet. Being on the internet with the reputations that they have and blasting this is just not a good look for him or anybody involved.
I never wanted to bring this to the internet. I don't do that. Like, we get into it all the time. I done got into it with me and Deshae done got into it before. Me and my brother get into it before. Me and everybody, we in our group chat, we get into it all the fucking time. Like, but we never bring it to the internet. And I feel like when somebody brings shit to the internet, it's obviously it's alternative motive to make money or to try to win people's side. I had to unfollow this man. I don't even want to say his name. I had to unfollow this nigga on TikTok. This nigga reposting everything that's negative about me. Now that's what's weird to me.
And I do agree that real friends stop before any of it gets to the internet, but that's not how this side of the internet operates. It's almost contradictory to some of his early statements and sentiments about, you know, creating beef and doing this online drama. A lot of the embarrassment that Jay Cinco faced in public was online in front of the internet. So why is that okay with being on the internet? It's a nasty situation and a nasty conundrum that these guys find themselves in.
Since a nigga ain't say nothing, those narratives were just being believed. So it's like, if I'm gonna walk, let's just say about my girl, right? If I'm gonna walk away from this and I wanna create content to make money with my girl, I can't do that because now they believe a false narrative to where they wouldn't support what I got going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm gonna come clear it up. I didn't say no names. I'm not like, DDG did it. Like, DDG is the reason. Like I said, I gave a very surface level answer. If you know who that is, then that is what it is, but I didn't say no names. You feel me? That's not what I did. I didn't say any names. So therefore, nigga, if you got a guilty conscience, that's not on me, but it's not for me.
I think this leads me down the path of where the escalation really started to take off. And this is where I believe that conversations got way far off the rails and both guys, you know, did too much in this situation, but namely Jay Cinco for the whole involvement of gang members and stuff like that. Granted, the only reason why we do know this is because somebody did have a guilty conscience that made DDG have to blast all this on the internet and specifically, you know, address some of these conversations by saying he said these things. You know, he is the program. He ran with not only the internet narrative, but also made sure that he backpacked it by letting people know that he did say these things in retaliation to Jay Cinco. There was back and forth between both of these guys. Jay Cinco made claims of him legitimately being bullied by DDG, so DDG took it head on and addressed it. Now, of course, he took the route that you think DDG would take by saying that it was trolling, but as Ben the Don is gonna say, at what point in time does trolling become, you know, a test of my manhood?
I don't give a what you weigh. It's just niggas in the screenshot talking about 700,000. Boy, that money. I don't give a
goofy business. 700 is 700, brother. The fuck is you talking about? Y'all hear this nigga? That's goofy business, bad business.
So I gotta.
No, you're goofy. Very goofy, child. Period. Jay. He said, F that. So I swear, 700. Baby, 700K sounds so good. Sounds so good. However, period, child. Period. You're not gonna let somebody. Cause if Jay would have took that 700K, they would have been dogging him out, talking mad crap about him in the house, to his face, all that.
Sit up on a talk about a nigga or genuinely hate a nigga on the low, like, man, hell no. Nigga, you can have.
I don't hate Cinco, bro. I tell y'all, like, I really got over this shit in 48 hours. Even I see y'all commenting Ben. Me and Ben with the damn seat shit. I was cool, nigga. We chopped it up 10 minutes. I was cool. I don't know what the fuck you saying now. Ben, stop instigating if that's what you're doing, bro. You hate farming yourself. Stop doing that shit. But me and Ben squashed that shit in 10 minutes. Nigga, it ain't shit. We grown, man. It ain't shit but a fucking conversation.
I really thought bro was trying to be funny on some shit like, yeah, and y'all gonna say it's trolling, but at what point is trolling like disrespectful in real life? You know what I'm saying? Like to where a point where it's like you either try my manhood or like nigga you tripping or I'm tripping, because it always come back to who got the biggest fan base to whoever's tripping.
Now there's some more messy situations.
Hello. No tea, no shade. I don't know how to say your name. Something is asleep. Hi, hello, welcome to my chat.
That ultimately stem from people trolling, and I don't want to belabor the conversation with that. There was some stuff about Jay Cinco not gifting people, but gifting Bruce Drop 'em Off.
Oh, SETI. Okay, SETI is asleep. Okay, welcome.
It was even more detailed to the Reggie and DDG beef and how they were on two different sides. But ultimately, it gets to a point of escalation in which Jay Cinco essentially calls Crips on DDG in order to have him fight them.
Mind you, that's why he apologized last time, because I brought the bros. We was supposed to link up at the video. We was doing our video and we got into it. We was finna squabble, and I always say this anytime. I say, I'ma squabble you first, and then my bro want a bag fade off you.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, like that's how that's how we do it. Nigga, if a nigga any nigga feel away, you can squabble my bro. He right here. That's just how we do, brother. You feel me? You want to talk about Mr. Crip and Mr. this and all this Crip shit. So when I bring the Crips out, niggas, oh, it's not my man's. This not. Nah, it's a problem, gang. No.
And this is where
No tea, no shade, period. No tea, no shade. I mean, I'm pretty sure Cinco has been a Crip for how many years? I mean, come on. Because there's been rumors. And I don't follow Cinco. I don't follow any of them pretty much. However, there's been rumors, I guess, that Cinco was a Crip. There's been rumors for like a while. And to me personally, this is like my first time hearing him say it, hearing him and DDG say it, admit it, and whatever. But hell, he probably been admitted it. I'm pretty sure he been admitted it. But yeah, no tea, no shade. Like he said, he's from LA. That's how they do it in LA. You and your brother is from Michigan. No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. I've been wondering, cause I've been saying it as a joke. I think someone else said it also, and I pretty much like was copying them. Like, are they from the suburbs? I don't know if they're from the suburbs. Maybe not. No, I don't think they are. I don't know. I'll look it up. Shoot.
I am totally out on some of the things that Jay Cinco said. I don't think that there's any logical reason or explanation as to why you would bring your friends or your bros or whoever this, that, and the third to come and jump somebody. Now,
he just said it, Ohmeezzy. He just said it, Omar. He just said it. He just said that's how it. Wait, you said friend.
Without friends or your bros or whoever this, that, and the third to come and jump somebody. Now,
okay, to come jump somebody. But yeah, but DDG also said, oh yeah, you not my bro. Like, he said, like, you called the Crips on me. Oh, you not my bro. You not my bro. Yeah, you said that. Yeah, and just like Jay was saying, Mr. Crip, Mr. Crip, and all that stuff. I mean.
What I will say is this is a bigger testament to the overall conversation about slapping these groups together.
Me personally, I'm on Cinco's side. Like, him calling his Crip buddies, I'm on his side because, like, DDG got all that mouth and ain't nothing happen.
Who aren't really friends. This only validates my points in the videos that I made previously that these guys were never really friends. I would never think to invite my guys to jump you, because if anything, if we're real friends, I would be inviting you to jump you, my friend to jump my friend, and my other friends would stop me and say, I'm not about to jump this person that's a part of our friend group. That just doesn't even make any sense like that. I get it that you have totally different friend groups, but if people really viewed them as your friend and valued your friendship and all this stuff was real, then I don't think anybody would have even entertained a conversation like that, including yourself. But
Omar, you got to think about it. Cinco was pretty much pushed to the edge. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like pretty much. So that's why I'm all for it, baby. Me personally, I'm all for it. Like, he want to run his mouth. He want to be childish. And DDG admitted it. He said that he is childish and he don't care. He loves it. Something like that. So, I mean, hey, you want to talk all this mess? Let's see if you can back it up. You want to say Mr. Crip? Here go the Crips.
That thought process would have never even crossed your mind. If I think that this friend that I have in friend group B is really a friend, I would never even think, even at our worst, that I would take friend group A to come and jump anybody in friend group B. That just doesn't sound like true friendships to me. All coast aside, different things that they do aside, I just don't agree with that. Cinco does get into some conversations about feeling more secure and safe with his friends being around him, which again, different type of lifestyle I don't get. He does ultimately recede from the point of talking about jumping DDG. He says that he didn't want to do anything that he didn't regret, but also adding in the conversation about him not feeling safe. DDG raises a great point in his reaction that you were never in danger. This was all something that was drummed up in your head and escalated for no reason at this point, because you were with me every single day, you were with my family every single day, and nobody did anything to you.
Like, you acting like we just cool or something, brother.
Stop
like,
trying to gangbang
like,
then if you don't want
off the dribble. I'm not
to.
never
Simple, friendly phase, nigga.
I said,
stop trying to be a gangster then. Stop.
You feel me?
Be
Like,
a streamer,
if you don't want to
nigga.
scrap, bro, just
You too, DDG. You too, be a streamer. Like, think about that. Like, think about that. Tell yourself that next time, well, if there's a next time you argue with Reggie, you're a streamer. Cause I swear, remember, y'all, don't forget, remember, never forget, always remember, DDG brought it up first about slapboxing Reggie. Like, and I mean, whatever.
tell bro, turn down the fade. Like, oh, you don't want to scrub, cool. But I want my niggas there. You feel me? I feel comfortable with these niggas here. You feel me? Because I don't trust certain niggas. You feel me? I don't trust niggas, gang. You know what I'm saying?
You don't trust niggas, but you working out with my cousin and Deshae every day, and nobody beat your ass. So what are you scared for, nigga?
I call my niggas.
You literally working out with niggas that's next door to me every morning.
Cause I got to my senses. That's why I said.
In his head, this nigga think he 13 and shit.
You feel me? As far as I got so mad, I'm like, nigga, I'm pulling up with the bros. Like,
yeah, what Cinco said is absolutely crazy, and I'm wholeheartedly against that. Now, throughout all that, we've learned a couple different things. One, this beef should have never been brought into the internet, based off of these guys being addicted to content creation and not understanding what different boundaries are. That's the only reason why we know this. Two, there needs to be boundaries set in content. I firmly and wholeheartedly believe, especially if you're dealing with people IRL, there are boundaries that you never cross. I think it's actually an indictment on you as a content creator to step over those boundaries and do whatever you want to do just because you can feel like you want to do whatever you want to do. It's starting to become a pattern. Even DDG's own community is noticing that, hey gang, you overstep boundaries. Content is your life. I get it, but at some point there's stuff that should not just exist on the internet anymore. We don't need it. Three, recognize when you aren't actually friends with a group of guys. I think that that's very important in this conversation, and if that would have happened a long time ago, we wouldn't be in this situation. This forced Capaholics group is just something that is this makeup of a bunch of guys who can get money off of each other, which is fine and dandy, but when you have that other storm of brewing, then it's not a recipe for success. It's honestly a recipe for disaster. I think what DDG and others have to learn and take away from this is that a lot of times people are not aligned with your views, your goals, your passions, your ambitions, and that's okay, but that doesn't make for the best storm of making group content with each other. And furthermore, those are people that you need to set specific boundaries for and come to an understanding that everything isn't content. Sure, maybe your brother gets that. You know, Dub has been around for a long time. Maybe your cousin gets that. A cousin's been around for a long time. And maybe you meet somebody who thinks that everything is content, like Deshae Freaky Frost. I think that stuff like that is okay to do that with, but other people have different morals and different boundaries and different ethics. Now, do I agree with all their morals and boundaries and ethics? No, I don't agree with taking it to the internet. I don't agree with anybody leaking any sort of private messages on any sort of platforms, and I damn sure don't agree with involving other people to jump you in any sort of way, shape, form, or fashion. That's totally out of pocket. But I think that a lot of people who are going into content creation can understand that this is probably a creation of streaming. Like, I know I always bring it back to that, but the over streaming era that we are in has created this situation where nothing is sacred, everything is content. And honestly, going into it with morals and boundaries.
Lip text. Hello. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can go ahead and send it.
Probably isn't going to suit you well in the long run. But I don't know. I just create videos, cut them off, and then go live my real life.
Oh, period. And that's on period. First off. Secondly, nice one, brother. Thank you. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. About let's be honest. DDG and Cinco have been friends for a long time. I'm pretty sure Cinco has also been a Crip for a long time. And I'm pretty sure DDG knows that. So why exactly are you testing? Why exactly is you running your mouth testing? Alrighty. But yeah, anyways, child. No tea, no shade from the looks of it. DDG, I'm about to say, yeah, basically the walls are crumbling down around him, basically from what it looks like. And I will say he needs to take a break. He ain't gonna do it anytime soon, but he needs to take a break from the internet. Cause he is going through a lot. He needs to, cause he asked Kai and Kai said that you need to stop bringing up money also. It's like, and just dude. And it's crazy. That nigga actually said, girl, not goddamn Zoe. Oh my God, that thing is 2 hours. I'm so tired. But, oh Jesus. What the hell was I about to say? Oh Jesus, what was I about to say? Oh. But yeah, DDG actually said one time, you want to go poor for poor? We can go poor for poor. Sir, please. Like, you being poor, you was poor in the US, but other people are poor in other countries, and that's a different type of poor, nigga. Unless he's only talking about you want to go poor for poor in the US. But, like, whatever. Like, both of them, DDG and Dub. Both of y'all need to stop bringing up money and materialistic stuff. Like, yes, period. You can buy whatever you want. You have wads of cash, wads of money, and whatever. However, calm down. Show some decorum. Humble yourselves. Jesus. Anywho, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If y'all want to, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, only if you want to. And also, what the hell was I about to say? And also, remember to love and take care of yourselves mentally, verbally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Bye-bye. See y'all later.